Hi guys, welcome to another session on DevOps, and today we are going to look at continuous integration and deployment. Basically what we're expecting is to have the developer commit his code and everything happens automatically till the production deployment. So quickly going over the tools that we have tried on this particular project is GitHub, of course, for the code, and then Jenkins for the deployment automation, Slack for notification and approval. We have also used a review board for reviewing the code, and we have also used webhooks, customized APIs written using Node.js. So let me quickly go over the process here. So I'm just trying to make some changes to the code. So this is a sample code that we have. It's a Java code. Okay, so we just made the changes. So you're looking at the changes that I'm doing to this code. Okay, and I'm committing the code here. Okay, it's a git push, and once the git push is done, we have a Jenkins webhook that's being triggered, and here we're looking at the webhook triggering the Jenkins job for the build. Okay, so you're looking at the build 33, and now it's that's the build that was triggered using the webhook, and you can see the change has been pushed. And okay, so it's a clean install. Moving on, we're looking at the tests now. Okay, so once we have the testing complete, okay, just give it a minute here. Okay, so the test case execution completed, build is successful, and you can see the job is still running. And this portion we are actually building the Docker image for the development environment. So the Docker image is being built. Okay, you just give it a minute here. Okay, we have the Docker build completed, and just moving on. Okay, so just trying to make sure everything is working fine here. Okay, so the job execution is complete in Jenkins, and we are just going to look into the changes that happen to the code in the development environment, and you're looking at the host 80, which is the development environment. Okay, now as soon as the deployment is complete, there is a notification that goes to the review board using the API, the customized API that we have built using Node.js. And in the review board, the reviewer has reviewed the code, assuming that he has reviewed it perfectly, and the code has been reviewed. It's a go ahead from the review board, and we're publishing it. As soon as the publish happens, it triggers another webhook, which triggers the Jenkins job for the test deployment, to the deployment in the test environment. So as here again, we're dependent on an API that does this for us. So we can see it's a go ahead. So now if you see, there is another build that is going on in Jenkins. Okay, so there we go, the build for the test environment. So once this is done, we have a notification that goes to Slack for the review by the testing team. So in the testing team, here they go ahead and provide approved build. Okay, once the build is approved, here from Slack, it's another API that we have built for triggering the Jenkins job for the production. And in the production, we have blue-green deployment this mechanism that we're using for production. And here we have incorporated the HA proxy for the blue-green deployment to take place. So we'll just give it a minute here for the job execution to complete. Okay, I guess it's going a little bit slow, probably a minute here. Yeah, of course, it's a production deployment, so what do you expect? Okay, so now you're looking at the prod environment, and you see that the code has been, like, of course, it's not a big change that we've done, so you can see that the changes have happened in the production and the testing as well, so everything goes fine. So right now what you've seen is the developer is committing the code, and automatically, without the developer having to do anything else, the code has been pushed to the production. Of course, we did make sure it's being reviewed by the review board, and the testing team signs it off for making sure that everything is working fine. And also, it's a very good mechanism that we have tried using Docker, providing a better edge for the developers to go ahead, and also the review board to review it. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy developing codes here. You have a good day.